Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever worked with large spreadsheets in Google Sheets, you know how tedious it can be to scroll endlessly just to get to the very bottom of your data. Well, today I'm going to show you a simple time-saving trick, how to automatically jump straight to the last row of your Google Sheet. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be navigating your spreadsheets faster, and honestly, you might wonder how you ever lived without this shortcut. Most of us, when we want to go to the bottom of our data, do it the old-fashioned way. We just scroll down, sometimes forever, until we reach that last row. Maybe you stop periodically to let your eyes catch up, or you try dragging that little scroll bar as carefully as possible. It works, but let's face it, it can be slow and a bit frustrating, especially if your sheet has hundreds or even thousands of rows. Imagine you're working on a budget or managing inventory, and you need to quickly update the most recent entry. Scrolling every single time is just not practical. That's where keyboard shortcuts come in. They're like secret codes that unlock hidden powers inside Google Sheets. If you like to keep your hands on the keyboard and move quickly, this tip for you. Let's jump right in. The next time you want to go directly to the last row in your Google Sheet, here's what you do. If you're using Windows, simply press Control and hold it down, then tap the down arrow key. That's Control plus down arrow. What this does is instantly moves your cursor all the way down, almost like an elevator taking you straight to the basement level of your sheet, no stops in between. The shortcut will stop at the last filled cell in your current column. So if you have a column with continuous data, it'll bring you right to the bottom of that block. If you have gaps in your data, just make sure your cursor is in the column that's populated all the way to the bottom. Why is this helpful? First, it seriously boosts your workflow. You won't waste time scrolling, so you're less likely to get distracted or lose your place. Second, this is super handy if you're updating data regularly, like adding a new sale, logging inventory numbers, or tracking project progress. In fact, anytime you're working with long lists, being able to jump right to the end saves you valuable seconds. Suddenly, those seconds add up to real time saved throughout your day. A quick tip, if you're using a Mac, you'll use the Command key instead of Control, so Command plus down arrow does the exact same thing. And if you ever want to quickly shoot back up to the top, just use the up arrow along with the same shortcut. Easy, right? Don't worry if it takes a couple of tries to get used to. Sometimes your cursor may not land exactly where you expect, especially if your data has blank rows. Just make sure you're starting from the column where your data is continuous, or move your cursor over as needed. With a bit of practice, it'll become second nature. And that's it, you've got a simple, powerful shortcut to jump to the last row of your Google Sheet. No more endless scrolling and a smoother, more efficient workflow every day. If you found this tip useful, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you have any favorite keyboard shortcuts or questions you want me to cover in a future tutorial. Be sure to subscribe for more easy tech tips and walkthroughs just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.